You talking too much God. They have stepped on the devil's side. Would they go in the church self? Would they reading the Bible self? Will I hear God? Now understanding, if you hear God, God will show you that you're wrong. Where you got the spirit of the Antichrist. What is that? That's the spirit where people in the church and they're against God. It's where they sit down and have church. Oh, hallelujah. Clap your hands. And the word never touched them. The word don't change you. You just sit there, just like how you go to a restaurant and eat. They sit there and go to church and don't nothing change. And see, Antichrist have come. People in the Bible, they talk about when is the Antichrist? Antichrist is here. See, it's a spirit. Haven't you ever went to sleep and you woke up angry and wonder why you're angry? Because a spirit have came in while you was asleep through a dream. All of a sudden, you don't understand. You just dislike a person. The person ain't never did that to you. The enemy has sown a thought in your mind. And when people tell you right, but you turn against them because you have allowed Lucifer to tell you you're right. Turn your Bibles to Romans 1. He's going to tell you where men have turned into lovers of their own. Because they want to believe a lie instead of believing the truth. Now understand, this anointing going to cost you some lonely days. It's going to cost you some weary nights. Where somebody told us just because you serve Jesus, you're going to always be happy. That's a lie. It'll be some days where you have to cry just because you're doing right. You have to cry just because you're standing up for Jesus. When you look at Romans 1, because God said that's a false acknowledgement of God. Look at verse 18. He said, but God shows his anger from heaven against all sinful, wicked people who suppress the truth by their wickedness. What does that mean? That means I know I'm doing wrong, but I'm going to move it aside. I'm doing good. God blessing me. God talking to me. Well, you suppressing the truth. You know, we know that they're all purple, but you sitting up there, no, they're white. Then you sit up there, I'm looking at it, and it's white. In bigger day, we see it purple. But he said, look what he said. He said, but God shows his anger from heaven against all sinful, wicked people who suppress the truth by their wickedness. He said they know the truth about God because he have made it obvious to them. See, this is what people know to do right, but do wrong anyway. I know it's wrong to cuss, but I'm going to cuss you out anyway. I know to be evil, but I'm going to be low down anyway. He said, for ever since the world was created, people have seen the earth and the sky. Through everything God has made, they can clearly see his invisible qualities, his eternal power, and his divine nature. He said, so they have no excuse for not knowing God. He said, but yes, they knew God, but they did not worship him as God or even gave him thanks. He said they began to think of foolish ideas of what God was like. As a result, their minds became dark and confused, claiming to be wise, instead being utter fools. He said instead of worshiping the glorious, ever-living God, they worship idols made to look like God, made to look like mere people and birds and animals and reptiles. So they abandoned God. Help us, Jesus. So they abandoned God to do whatever they shameful things their hearts desire. See, I keep telling us, God will let you do whatever you want to do. You got some people in these days now, they having sex with animals because they say, I did what I want to do. You got people sitting here doing all kind of God-forsaken. You got people eating flesh, people drinking blood, because in their mind, it have come dark. He said, as a result, they did vile and degrading things with each other's body. They traded the truth about God for a lie. So they worship and serve the things God created instead of the Creator himself, who is worthy of eternal praise. That is why God has abandoned them to their shameful desires. For even women turned against the natural way to have sex, instead indulge sex with each other. And the men, instead of having normal sexual relationship with women, they burned for lust for each other. Men did shameful things with other men, and as a result of this sin, they suffered themselves with the penalty they deserved. Since they thought it foolish to acknowledge God. See, we'll do what we want to do because we ain't acknowledging God, because we saying, I'm a grown woman, I'm a grown man, I'm going to do what I want to do. God said, but he abandoned them to their foolish thinking and let them do every kind. Help us, Jesus. Let them do things that they should never be done. Their lives became full of every kind of wickedness, sin, greed, hate, murder, quarreling, deception, malicious behavior, gossip. They are backstabbers. They are haters of God, insolent, proud, boastful. They invent new ways of sinning, and they disobey their parents. They refuse to understand and break their promises. They are heartless, and they have no mercy. They know God's justice, that they who do these things deserve to die. Yet they do it anyway.